tennis player and Forest Park native Tim Mayotte and the Springfield Tennis Club to support their Play the Clay tennis clinic and exhibition game at Forest Park. The event offered free tennis clinics with professional players and coaches on Forest Park's famous red clay courts. Following the clinic, Mr. Mayotte will compete in an exhibition game. Western Mass News caught up with Mayor Sarno, who had nothing but admiration for Mayotte and another tennis legend, Art Carrington, who was at the event.
Tim Mayotte, who learned his trade here from Cathedral High School, Wimbledon semifinalist, Olympic gold medalist, and also played some of the all-time greats and beat some of the all-time greats. Art Carrington, Springfield legend, one of the first African Americans to play in the U.S. Open.
Mayotte told Western Mass News the reason for the quality of the players formed in the area is due to the tennis club being public.
The beauty is public, and that's why we have such a great variety of players. Contra Gonzalez played here all the way back to Don Budge, who won the, but again, it's public, available to everybody. We want people to know, come out and support us.
Carrington also telling Western Mass News that the Springfield community has been a very active community when it comes to the racial issues in the game of tennis. Earlier today,